Did you like that intro? I bet. It was done by Vito Fox, and you should totally check them out. I'm so in love with it. In this week's video, I'll be sharing my Wings of Fire OCs with you guys. Well, most of them. According to this album, there's over 70. Now, before I get into it, I'd like to mention that each one of these OCs belong to me. They are copyrighted, and if they are stolen, in most cases, legal action can and will be taken. These are my scaled babies, and I love them to bits, so please respect that. Without further ado, let's start. So this character here is my first ever Wings of Fire OC. They were drawn by Dragon BMA a handful of years ago. I got this character a year after I read the series, so I was probably in 5th grade. They're a Sand Sea-Wing hybrid. This next character I got around the same time as the last one. They are also by Dragon BMA. Now, I wasn't really a part of the Wings of Fire fandom between then and now, so I kind of forgot the series existed. There was a huge jump when it came to my next OC on the timeline. But this is Trinket. I got her from a good friend of mine. Trinket was born a few years after Queen Glory. Glory is said to be related to her, but very distantly. Glory would be like her great-great-great-grandma. With this being said, Trinket can be considered royalty, though she hates that thought for her own reasons. Other than that, Trinket is overly friendly and would love to get to know you before she bores you to death. This sassy gal is Paradise. She's about as snobby as an enemy in the second arc, but at least Paradise is a little more quiet about it. She doesn't have much of a backstory yet. All I have for her so far is she may have some Sea-Wing blood in her, and she went to Jade Mountain Academy. Thaw. My Ice-Wing baby, the saddest excuse for an Ice-Wing you'll ever see, to be quite honest. Funny enough, he hates the cold weather despite being an Ice-Wing. Well, see those little blemishes on his wings and tail? That's because he sucks at his battle training, and believe it or not, he made it possible to get lower than the 7th circle in the tribe rankings. Here we have Tristis. I wouldn't say she's mean, but she's certainly not nice. She hatched in Bloodworn Hive, but after she grew older and noticed the beauty of Jewel Hive, she moved there. She uses her 2 Silkwing servants as models for the accessories she makes. Her eyes are constantly blank for reasons unknown to her or others. It is also unknown whether or not she is immune to the Queen's hive mind because of this. Blood Moon, a shy sky Nightwing who would rather be called Moon. She attends a school called Cloudsdale, as Jade Mountain was far too stressful for her. Moon is a seer and mind reader, but her mind reading is practically obsolete as she doesn't even know she can read minds. Rue here is a Leafwing assassin with a Scottish accent. Her voice claim is Rayla from the Dragon Prince. Rue was hatched in the Poison Jungle shortly after the Tree Wars. Her mother, being a professional assassin, taught her everything she knows now and even accompanies her on some missions. Most of Rue's missions are to assassinate Hivewings to scare the Queen, though, evidently, it seems the Queen never truly cares. Spiral is a Rainwing Nightwing hybrid with animus magic. She grew up in the rainforest and had a good relationship with her parents until one day she was so lazy that she wished an orange would roll up to her talons while she was in class. To her teacher's shock, it did, and she was sent home, and her father was beyond outraged. Out of fear for her safety, her mother flew her away from the forest to a cave on the mountaintops where she stayed alone for many years. Her mother used to visit every day until days turned into months, and months turned into never. To this day, Spiral believes animus magic is an awful curse that is never to be used. Badger the Sandwing may be the grouchiest, bossiest, loudest Sandwing you will ever meet. She fought in the Sandwing Succession War as a general under Byrne. After Byrne's death, Badger sulked around Thorn's stronghold as a normal guard. It is said she is conspiring with prisoners to somehow overthrow Thorn. This is Foliage. Foliage is a Leafwing who lives in the jungle with the Sapwings. She has leaf speak, but is underwhelmingly weak. To combat this, Foliage carries around many bags with venomous bugs, flour that make you pass out, all in jars, much like Sundews. Foliage tends to go to the Poison Wings hideout to stock up on these items. Solstice here really doesn't have much of a backstory. She's just a careless old lady animus who grumbles on about everything and bullies dragonettes. Beetle was my mascot for a little bit, so she doesn't really have a backstory, as again, she was just used as a mascot. But if I wanted to go into it, I'd mention that she is the founder of Secrecy. Another sassy gal, Prim. She's a tattooed silk sandwing who would rather not do anything. She's one of my many main characters, so shush. This wacky-looking Nightwing is Plaque Tongue. I have this headcanon where if a Nightwing is hatched in the middle of the day, their scales are a lighter color, so that explains that aspect of her. She's one of my Vent characters, so you'll see her a lot in Vent art or animations. I have so many characters. I am exhausted. Please send help. Okay, Ledge. Ledge is a Sea-Wing, as you can clearly tell. Anyways, Ledge the Sea-Wing is mostly just a character I use in roleplays. She's like a chill girlfriend who will kick some ass if she needs to. So for Python, I won't give too much away as I'm writing a winglet-sized story for her and I don't want to spoil it, but here she is, I guess. She's cool, I guess. This is Stone. Stone probably is an Ice Wing. I don't even know at this point. She lives in the Sand Kingdom in Possibility because, like Thaw, she got ranked in the 7th Circle. She's kind of like a secondary event character for me. Last but not least, we have Cocoon. Cocoon is, or should I say, was, a fairly normal Silkwing until her color slowly started fading into that monotonous gray color due to a lack of melanin. She's probably dying, I don't really know. Honorable mention to the other 75% of my OCs that I didn't bother to mention. Sorry, guys. Finally, that was a lot. This script has taken 3 hours and the video is only 5 minutes, so that's amazing. Yeah, you better subscribe and like and comment and share and tell me how much of a god I am. All jokes aside, besides the subscribing thing, please do that. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my suffering. See you guys later. Bye.